Well, good day and welcome to the Ellen Cwick Cougar Class Act Awards ceremony. We gather 4 times a year to celebrate these awards, and today is the 4th of the 2019-2020 school year. And of course, today's ceremony is unique. It is the first and hopefully last time we will do these awards virtually. You may be wondering just what is the Cougar Class Act Awards, so let me share just a bit. First, Ellen Cwick was the principal here at Vernon Hills before me, and this award ceremony was near and dear to her heart, and so when she retired, we named this award after her. The award itself is given to students for certain reasons. First, as a school, we realized years ago that we did a good job of recognizing certain groups of kids. Athletes and fine and performing arts students all had formal ways to be honored. Students who excelled in the classroom or on national tests all were finding ways to be honored. But we realized that really what made this school special was that we had so many kids who did the little things right, who were supporting our district daring message through the ways that they acted in classrooms, in the hallways, and activities. If you point your attention to our District 128 mission, daring is an acronym, and some of the themes and values that you see in the mission, you will hear this morning. For example, we want students who are dreamers and doers. They believe they can make a difference. They participate and change for the greater good. They're aware and seek to understand the varied experiences and realities of others. They're resilient and they persevere through difficulties and overcome adversity. And finally, they're global. They build relationships in order to understand others, sometimes others from diverse backgrounds. Through our ceremony today, I hope to recognize 3 groups of people. First, our community. Our school was built on the shoulders of our supporting community. And parents, we want to thank you for partnering with us as we do our best to educate your students. We know that they come to us with a set of values and beliefs that are formed in the home, and so thank you. Next, our staff. Our teachers and staff are second to none. The amount of care and energy they pour into the lives of our students never ceases to amaze me. And teachers, staff, I want to thank you for taking the time to nominate these students. And finally, of course, the third group that we recognize is our students. We want to take the rest of this awards ceremony to recognize you for the things that you have done in our school to make it special. At this time, you're going to hear and see from the teachers who have nominated you and hear a little bit about what makes you special.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Heinlein, and I teach English and direct the plays and teach theater. And Kevin Phelan and I wanted to take this time to nominate Miguel and Tyler both for a Cougar Class Act Award. We feel that they both exemplify multiple aspects of the daring mission. We recruited both of these talented young men to be a part of the band for last year's spring play, The Old Man and the Old Moon. It's safe to say that this was an experience outside of the norm from what they usually do. Both Miguel and Tyler worked tirelessly and without complaint throughout the entire rehearsal process, which was last spring, and then again when we remounted the show during the first week of school to audition it for Theater Fest, and then again in December and January when we were preparing to bring the show down for Fest after being selected. We gave the band members the opportunity to just meet us down at ISU, which is where Theater Fest was, just for the performance on Saturday if they wanted to, rather than attending an entire weekend of theater workshops and plays. But both Miguel and Tyler decided to attend the entire weekend. They stepped out of their comfort zones and opened themselves up to new experiences with students who may not have been a part of their original circle of friends. Their work ethic, their open-mindedness, and friendliness have certainly contributed greatly to Backlight Theater Company and of course to Vernon Hills High School as well. We are all so very lucky to have them. So great job, guys. You are amazing.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Heinlein, school counselor, and this is Basil, the school therapy dog. We are honored to nominate Sharnae Mitchell and Sarah Favor for the Cougar Class Act Award. Basil started coming to work with me this year, and depending on the day, it was really difficult for me to get Basil out for a walk and to go to the bathroom. And these girls, with their friends, at times became Basil's constant walkers. I knew during fifth hour, like clockwork, the girls would be down to help me walk Basil. I'm not sure if they know how much this helped me, and I just wanted to say thank you to them. In addition to helping me with Basil, these girls also helped with transfer students. They went out of their way not only to give tours for these students, but help them finding the bus, help them with their lockers, help them with lunch, whatever I needed, whatever these students needed, these girls were there and willing to help. Both these girls have been such a tremendous help. Whether it was with Basil or anything, these girls were always willing to lend a hand. On some pretty busy days, these girls were my heroes. Basil and I miss them so much. We miss them coming by and saying hi to us in the morning. We miss their smiles. We miss their contagious laughter. I'm so happy we meet on Zoom every week. Even though it's not the same, I still love seeing your faces. I just wanted to take this time to acknowledge all that you do, and your thoughtfulness and your dependability continue to amaze me every day. So you two are definitely deserving of the Cougar Class Act Award.
Hello, my name is Kirsten Rouse, and I'm an athletic trainer at Vernon Hills High School. I'm here today to talk about Ben Halley. I have nominated Ben for a Cougar Class Act Award for his outstanding character as a student athlete at Vernon Hills High School. In my 21 years at Vernon Hills High School, I've worked with thousands of athletes. Ben stands out to me as a role model on and off the field. Ben is a three-sport athlete who has devoted countless hours on the field. But it's his time off the field, sidelined due to injury, that has impressed me the most. When sidelined due to injury, Ben has maintained a positive attitude and has consistently assisted teammates and other athletes with their injuries, both physically and emotionally. One of my most memorable moments of Ben happened this past fall. Ben immediately stepped in to assist me with a teammate who was seriously injured on the football field. He was instrumental in helping me move the athlete to my golf cart, and then gave up his seat to another injured player and proceeded to run behind the vehicle all the way from the stadium to the back of the building to assist me further. Ben stayed with me and with his teammates, providing additional assistance until he felt he was no longer needed. Ben was calm and compassionate and was appreciated during this time by both me and his teammates. I would like to extend a personal thank you to Ben for his kindness and compassion and his assistance to all those around him. It's rare to see an athlete of this character, and I congratulate Ben on his Cougar Class Act Award for being a role model at Vernon Hills High School and an outstanding student athlete. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Rebecca Garcia, and today, Myra Hyman, Antoinette, and I are proud to honor Nicole Hernandez, and she is truly a Cougar Class Act. Nicole is kind, compassionate, and exemplary. We have the privilege of knowing Nicole through Latino Alliance, and this year she became the club's president. Throughout this time, we've become truly impressed with her dedication and her sense of responsibility. Nicole takes pride in her work inside and outside the classroom. It's also obvious that she truly respects others and leads by example. In fact, Nicole actively lives the daring mission statement. She's definitely a doer. We could always count on Nicole to participate and even help facilitate activities. She is also proven to be aware and global. Nicole takes pride in her heritage and also values others with different perspectives and experiences. She represents Latino Alliance as a member of the Student Diversity Council. Within this group, Nicole has had the opportunity to share what being Latinx means to her, especially as a teenager living in Vernon Hills. In turn, she has also been able to learn about others who have different identities and has shared how much she truly values this experience. We truly admire her dedication and her sense of responsibility. Last year, during the Chicano College Bowl, it became obvious that Nicole took preparing for this event seriously. As she carried the team throughout the competition, she did a fabulous job. Nicole is also naturally inquisitive, as on various occasions she has explored creative ways to get more participation for our club, even if it meant doing research with other clubs from neighboring schools. Nicole would actively send us ideas for future club events, and when they took place, she was always present. We truly appreciate her dedication and her efforts, and we will definitely miss her next year. It saddens us to know that Nicole will not have the senior year that she deserves. However, we know that she is resilient and nimble, and that she will not let this situation stop her from pursuing her goals. Nicole, you will do great things, and we can't wait to hear all about them. Congratulations.
Hello everyone, my name is Randy Sundell and I'm the Director of Bands at Vernon Hills High School. Our nominee for the Cougar Class Act Award is Hana Marek. Hana is a senior and a trumpet player in our program. She's been a huge part of our program's success over the past 4 years. She's been in our concert band, jazz band, pep band, and also the symphony orchestra. Hana is an all-state trumpet player, and she also was one of the winners of our senior concerto competition this year. The real reason, though, for giving her this award is for the help that she gave us this past year with the concert band. Hana plans to be a music major next year. This year at the beginning of the year, she came up to me and told me that she had the concert band, which is our freshman band, that period free, and she wondered if she could help out because she wanted to get some practice teaching experience in. And I told her that would be an awesome idea. So all year she's been coming in every day, probably during her lunch period, and basically being an assistant with us. She's done everything from music collection, distribution, helping kids when they can't find the music, when there are instrumental problems, she's helped out with those. She's got a great ear, so she's able to help us rehearse as well. She's been able to do a lot of teaching with small groups and sectionals, and also she's helped individual students out as well, giving some private lessons. We just want to thank Hana for all her help this year and for what she's done for our program over the past 4 years. We wish her the best of luck next year at the University of Illinois. And once again, congratulations, Hana. We just wish that we could be doing this in person.
Hi, I'm Eileen Ferak. I teach AP World History and Law in the Social Studies Department, and I have nominated Megan Rakers for a Cougar Class Act Award. You know, teaching during this pandemic has been a real challenge. It's just totally different than our day-to-day interactions in the classroom, and I have really been missing my students and wondering if the lessons that I'm providing are helping them. You know, the AP exam has completely changed because of this situation. It's a totally different format now from what we have been practicing and planning for the past 7 months. So we're having to adapt too. And without asking for any feedback, Megan sent me an unsolicited message, and she just thanked me for what I've been doing and telling me that it's been really helping her in these confusing times. And it was a short message. You know, I bet it didn't mean a whole lot to Megan, like it wasn't a big deal for her, because she is always someone who is just in good cheer and just a kind person. But for me, it completely lifted my spirits. It made me excited to try new things. And so, I think that Megan just exemplifies what it means to be resilient, and she is helping me to be resilient too. And I really, really appreciate it. It was a huge deal for me. So thanks, Megan.
Hi everyone, my name is Denise Fuentes. I work in the CRC. I am nominating Cece Schumacher for our Cougar Class Act Award. I met Cece about a year ago during my interview process. She was in a student-led interview, which was super impressive. But anyway, she has made me feel comfortable from day one. She taught me what to expect from the CRC, and she is the energy of the CRC. She is just so passionate about her school, passionate about her peers and how things can look. A few weeks ago, Mrs. Bolito found something on another high school social media account that we thought we could do here at Vernon Hills to show our support to the senior class. And as we were putting it together, I thought of the one person that could help us out. Cece, thank you so much for right away sending in what we asked you to do. We couldn't have done it without you and helping us lay it all out. I just wanted to take the time to thank you publicly. You've been incredible since the first time I met you about a year ago in that interview. And I just wanted to take the time to thank you. You've been such a great help all year. So thank you so much.
Hello, Cougars, and more specifically, Morgan. Morgan, I nominated you for a Cougar Class Act Award because you are just an amazing kid to have in class. I am so lucky to be your teacher this year. You wow me every time you walk into class. You greet me, you greet the other kids. You'll walk around from any lab group to balance out numbers when kids are absent, and you support the kids you're near. You encourage them. You use content type conversation. You never give away answers, but you encourage other kids to keep thinking and keep trying their best, and you never make them feel bad about not knowing the answers that you might know. You're just a joy to be around. Your school spirit is amazing. You are dressed from head to toe every single time. Your personality just comes shining through in everything you do. I just feel so lucky to be your teacher this year, and I strongly think you should consider a career in being a science teacher. I think you would do a great job. I'm also super impressed with how you have engaged with e-learning, the transition from face-to-face to e-learning. You leave comments on your documents. You ask good questions. It's like we're still face-to-face every day. So I'm so impressed. Keep up the good work, and it's been great to have you in class so far this year.
Well, that's it. Those are the Cougar Class Award recipients for the spring of 2020. Thanks for tuning in. I hope the words that you heard, read, and spoken today were encouraging. Maybe it's an encouragement that can carry you through this difficult and unique time in our world. A few things to wrap up. I first want to say thanks to the Prevention and Wellness Committee, as well as to Sandy Martin, who helped produce this video. Students, I want you to know that you have some awards on the way. You'll be getting a cool t-shirt and a certificate and some other stuff in the mail that should arrive shortly. And the last thing I'll say is this. For you students, it might be easy for you to look at an award like this and kind of shake it off as no big deal. But we want you to know that as a school, we see it as a big deal. It's students like you that do the small things in and around our halls and in our community that make a difference in the world. And so our encouragement to you is to continue to be who you are, to make a difference in the places that you go, whether it's here at school, whether it's at home right now, or wherever your paths may lead. Thank you for being here. Thanks for what you do, and hope everybody has a great day. Take care.